All right, that's actually really bright lights. You did mention that. Kevin, we're good to go. So I'm here to talk to everyone about 3D printing today and how 3D printing, particularly desktop 3D printing, can affect healthcare and the medical industry. I'm going to jump right into it, and that's one of our 3D printers, just to tell you guys. 3D printing is a manufacturing technology. It allows objects to be broken down to individual little layers and then to be re-replicated again on a machine. And the photo there is how a 3D printer could be done, or 3D print could be done, and each of those individual rings on the object represent an individual layer that the object is going to be that's going to need to be made, and that's how a cone will be done. But there's multiple different types of 3D printing technology, and this particular one called fused deposition is the most common method. This is the desktop method, and what it does is it takes a thermoplastic, melts it, forms it into a shape, and cools it instantaneously. That's the most available one that we have on the market today. But there are some very exciting technologies out there. One of the holy grail technologies is called selective laser sintering. And sintering is a word for fusing and melting of materials together. So anything that could be melted could be made into an object. The most amazing thing from this, though, is you can make plastics to ceramics to metals. The next technology, kind of the three big ones, is what I'm covering today, is called stereolithography. And stereolithography allows an object, a really high-fidelity object, to be pulled out of a liquid bath that's cured by light. And this technology is already being used today by audiologists and dental industries to really make high-fidelity end results for their patients. So what's tinkering? We just got a brief introduction. I'm one of the key founders for Tinkering, and I was the one that got the company going. And Tinkering has a mission, and our mission is to go out there and to really educate people and to provide the tools for people to be able to create anything they want. We make machines, we make the firmwares, we make the softwares, we make the consumables, but most importantly, we go out and educate. And we bring everything with us every single time. So aesthetics, the machines themselves need to look beautiful. It's going to sit in a place that you're using on a day-to-day basis. But they have to be reliable, and they've got to perform at a professional level, both for the consumers as well as professionals. And then usability. This is a high-tech technology, and the entry point is a little scary for some, so we bring that entry point down. But most importantly, it's the people. We believe it's people that's going to be driving this technology home, and it's the people that's going to be bringing the creativity out from the usage of this technology. And it starts a lot of the time from the kids, but we've seen the professional realm wanting to get into this technology as well, and again, the knowledge base is not quite there. So why 3D printing? This technology is beautiful. It allows you to make anything you can think of as long as you can draw it inside a 3D software. And it's technology that, well, you really only need to press a button once you have that file, and so the door is open for any ideas that you can think. So how is 3D printing going to affect healthcare? I think part of it, and I hope the way that we're going to move forward, really is to offer full customization, full experience of a really customized healthcare system. And I'm just going to show some of those once this slide goes. Okay, so medical tool aids. We have a company that bought one of our printers, and their main business is to create crutches. And they're able to, for the very first time, create a prototype of this crutch that fits the customer's form without pulling something off the shelf. So it's a one-off prototype, and it fits them perfectly. We have our industrial designer, and his mom has arthritis. And in this photo, he built a couple of ring retention devices for her fingers so they don't curl in at night and on her everyday day-to-day business. And this is only the first iteration. The more he does it, the better these devices get, and they're extremely cheap. That's probably about 10 cents. Prosthetic hands, there's a project called Enable, and they make prosthetic hands for very young kids. We know that prosthetics are really expensive sometimes, anywhere from $1,000 to $5,000. This one here is $25. And it allows the kids to obtain one, and as they grow, they print another one. If they break, which we know kids are very prone to doing, well, we print a new finger, and that's at their disposal. Audiologists are using this technology. This is a ear impression, and what they're able to do now is to really get the fit and form to be perfect for that person. No more carving little pieces out from the side. It's 3D scanning and 3D printing to get the best form possible. the dental industry is using it to using as a way to do non-invasive ways to get the impressions done. And 3D scanning has pushed the limits of what the industry can do, and 3D printing can bring those images out and allow the people to operate and perform and practice before that. But I mentioned SLS, which is selective laser sintering, and what it can do, and this is a body implant. And it's made out of titanium, and we know titanium is already a light enough material, and it's, well, very durable. But 3D printing allows us to push the complexity to the next level and also reduce the amount of weight that's needed, so it goes into the person without it feeling awkward. We have arm casts, and the traditional arm casts we know are kind of sweaty and they grow bacteria all the time. SLS allows us to create a rigid structure that's still very strong, but allows it to be breathable. And we've never seen a technology prior to that can do this. This is only designable, design and printable on a 3D printer, and well, there's no other way to get it done. But this one here is the scary one for a lot, biomedical. The ability to print your own ear, print your own eyes, your nose. It's scary for some, and we've even started to test and started to print kidneys and internal organs, really to utilize your own body cells to customize the experience for you so that you can, well, get your own body part replaced. And the photo here is the desktop 3D printer that's printing a kidney. And really, if you think about it, the potential is unlimited. You can think of anything that you want, and as long as you can somehow draw it or obtain an image of it via a CAT scan or a 3D scan of sorts, you can make it. And so, you know, my hope for what 3D printing can do for the healthcare is really that full experience where it is tailored to me or any of you guys. And that experience, I think, is going to be pretty awesome when it gets around. So I hope you guys enjoyed that.